Hi everyone, this is Tim Nye, Chief Executive Officer of Catholic Charities San Bernardino Riverside. Really excited today. I'm telling you, we are in for a treat. I'm here with Mayor Mario Saucedo, and he is just amazing, actually. Redlands. He's a Redlander, third generation mayor. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks for having us this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're excited. So I will tell you now, go to the website. First off, you're going to see all the commissions and activities and everything the mayor does, number one. And we had an opportunity to meet to talk a little bit about Catholic Charities this morning. But before we do that, we want to find out about the mayor. So the very first thing I noticed, super humble, comes in the office, offers us waters and whatnot, and he's wearing an American flag belt buckle because you have a family history in the military.
Absolutely. We come from a family that has been serving our country, and so we're very proud of that legacy.
Lots of nieces and nephews.
Yes,
folks. Yeah, imagine 2 sergeant majors.
Yes.
And some other things happening.
So so we're real proud of our family service to this country, beginning with my dad, my 2 brothers, and now I have a niece and a nephew who are, one's in current active duty and the other one is in the reserves.
I mean, your whole family knows about service above self.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you mentioned earlier too about Gold Star.
Yeah, here in the city of Redlands, the Hometown Heroes program has identified 4 of our post 9/11 Gold Star soldiers, and so we honor them by having their banners hung up on our main street of Orange and Redlands Boulevard. We have a banner for them, and just so happens that this Memorial Day we'll be providing a Gold Star wreath to the family members that have had that distinction, and we want to never forget them.
Absolutely, we never forget. But going back a little farther, so we said third generation Redlander, and Redlands is named Redlands, I think because it's the soil.
Yeah, on the south side, mostly downtown south side of Redlands, has got this kind of a red color to it, and so there was, I think the history, the way it was explained to me was, they wanted to call this Sunny Land, and that was already taken. And so they looked at the soil and said, well, let's red, and so let's call it Redlands.
I love it. So grandfather's here. Grandfather starts a church.
Yes.
In the area. You were telling me a little bit about that earlier.
Yeah. So my grandfather was commissioned by the church organization to reconstitute some family members here in Redlands about around 1947, 1950. It was located across from another charity organization who's been here 100 years, which was the House of Neighborly Service, which now has transitioned into Family Service of Redlands. And so where the church was located was right in the smack dab of the I-10 freeway coming in. And so because of that, the church had to be moved, and it's now moved at its present location. But that's kind of how our family got established here in Redlands, is through our church outreach to the community.
And if I remember correctly, you were in landscaping.
Yeah.
And there's something really special about that. We were talking earlier, I have a friend in landscaping, and the idea is, it's a tough business, number one. But the other thing is just really planting seeds, a vision, and letting things grow.
Yeah.
And I think you're a visionary.
Well, I think I got that from my mom. On Saturday mornings, we had to go work out in the yard. We had to go rake up the leaves and follow her around, have her plant her roses. And so it was a real kind of organic way of learning the benefits of hard work, your labor. There was a time in the summer that we went out to Hemet and picked apricots. And so coming from a migrant kind of a background where most of our community was working out in the fields, either in oranges, and then some of the family members followed the crops up to the Central Valley and picked lettuce and tomatoes. And so that's kind of where this cultural heritage and tradition of hard work, labor, planting, and bearing the fruits of your hard work.
And that, I believe, led to an initiative too. I'm not saying that did, but just in general, your sort of process, your visionary leadership with this initiative for beautifying Redlands as well.
Yeah, it took off in 2005, where we as a community, we had a historic pathway that had the Terrace Villa Hotel, their Hillcrest Inn. And a lot of the community members said, hey, well, I remember back in the day, this used to be a very historic place, and now it's kind of gotten, weed infested. And, can't we do something to beautify our community? And so that was kind of like the flagship project that really put our community in a position to really start doing things for itself and really trying to rebuild our community.
And I think too, one of the things that was written in that was it was going to be local vendors.
Yeah,
Local contractors
absolutely.
getting
Yeah.
work done. So really
Yeah.
those folks who are deep embedded in the community.
Yeah, so we were fortunate enough to be able to access a grant, which was for exterior improvements to people's homes, which would help the neighborhood kind of regain a sense of pride in itself. And so 350 homes were able to get a $10,000 grant. And then not only did we provide that opportunity for the residents here of North Redlands, but we also used local vendors, local contractors. It was at the time of our recession, and so that was kind of our little stimulus package, as we like to say, that we were able to, circulate the dollar, keep it local, and try to survive the recession.
Yeah, and one of the first things I noticed, I got it to the top of the office, and I'm looking out, and I'm like, wow, Redlands is vast, it's beautiful, it's got all these wonderful trees. It's different, as you said, taking the 30,000-foot view.
Yeah, when I first came up here after being elected as the mayor and got to see which side of this building I'm on, and it's kind of ironic that the window of the mayor's office looks over the north side, but as well as the other conference room, you look over the south side and the east side. You get all four views, and it's very humbling and honored to know that from my early beginnings, my family being here, and here I am sitting in the mayor's office, and I'm very honored and humbled to be able to be a part of this city growing.
Yeah, I want to go there, but every city has its challenges. Every city.
Sure.
And so that's where Catholic Charities and other great nonprofits will come in and do things such as workforce development or career advisory services, hunger relief. Hunger relief is always a challenge for residents in the city.
Sure. Like you said, every city has its challenges, and we're no different from others. But what we do, like other cities, that we really try to take care of our own, not only with the food insecurities, and try to provide to those. And I think that's one of the main missions of our faith-based community, is really to pool together, and really they're the pillars of our communities. That's why they're in our neighborhoods. They establish these places of hope when hope is needed and when refuge is needed. And so coming from a faith-based background and working with other faith-based organizations as the Catholic Charities, it's wonderful to know that we have partners and are able to take care of ourselves.
That's right. So let's just go back to a little bit of your journey. So you're on city council, and then the mayor opportunity comes up. What was that like?
So it was a surprise, but because of the hard work that I put in, that working together with all my community members, stakeholders, I think it was just a natural. People saw it as a natural progression of the investment that we've put into trying to create a healthy and safe community.
When I read your website and I saw all the commissions and things of this nature, I was like, wow, pretty busy.
Yeah.
So,
Well, when you have been given this lessons of being a servant leader, examples, my grandparents and my parents were always doing this. And so I'm just following the examples of my elders of really trying to not only provide for myself, but also provide for our community members.
You led into my next question. So I'm sure when we're talking earlier about your family that's in the military, and I'm sure you have a lot of young folks in your family or in your community that are looking up to you. And who you mentioned your mom earlier. Who was the mentor? Who was the people that you feel you stand on their shoulders?
Yeah, well, my dad, for number one, right? I used to follow him around, going to different churches and doing Sunday school lessons and picking up people that go to church. And so I really learned his love and passion for community, and all the kids that we picked up in the neighborhood, that maybe didn't have a father in their life or have a male figure. They looked up to my dad, and my dad performed all kinds of weddings and whatnot. And so people in the community really looked up to him, and the way he carried himself. I think I take after him, or I think I do.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's wonderful. So, what are some of the things as mayor that are challenging or that keep you up at night?
Obviously, all of us are in this people business, right? And so anytime that you have to deal with people's lives, you're going to impact them one way or the other, negatively or positively. And so I think sometimes just knowing that you are going to make a decision one way or another, knowing that you know these people from the community.
I see. And could I just say too, you went to high school and school here.
Yes.
Now you're mayor,
Yeah.
right? That's a heck of an achievement. So for youth that are watching or any folks that are down and out or having hard times, what is it? Where's your go-to? Like, what would you recommend or say to them about wanting to achieve something great in life or getting out of a tough situation that they're in?
Well, first of all, I reach out to them with compassion. I reach my hand out to them. I'm not afraid to interact with them and look them in the eye and say, I'm one of you. I'm from the same community. I come from the same background. And so if I can do it, you can do it. And if you need any help along the way, I'm here to help you.
Oh, I believe that. Just from the moment I met you to our interactions and our whole discussion, you're definitely a man of the people and definitely really appreciate meeting you, having this opportunity. So, folks, this is your mayor here in Redlands. Thank you so much, Mayor, for your time. And just want to say to everybody out there that's watching, if you want to reach out with your community and help those in need, you can volunteer. And we didn't mention the Boy Scouts either. We should do that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, part of me growing up, I was in scouting, but I didn't make it to Boy Scouts, but I fully support their mission and what they do for young men and women growing up, to learn the discipline, to learn the compassion part, the honor part, the kindness part. And I think that was part of it too as well. And so I think we always need to reinforce those skills and those attributes to our young people.
And so just a call for action, everyone. If you're watching now, please go out, volunteer in your community, volunteer in your parishes and your churches, get involved. Let's make a difference collectively together, not only in Redlands, but also in the Inland Empire. We can elevate our entire community and help those folks in need. Follow the mayor's leadership as far as that's concerned. If you're watching now, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Get the word out there. Tell your friends about what we're doing here at Catholic Charities and also what's going on in the city of Redlands. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.